Welcome back to RV Kitchen with Evada Cooper. I'm Dave Dufour here at RVNN TV. We just got done talking about a great recipe, which I'm going to rush home and try, from the RV Centennial Cookbook for buttermilk salad. That just sounds fabulous. And in fact, that's one I didn't realize was in the book here. We're moving on to some convenience items that are designed to help your storage situation a little bit better in the RV. And you know, one of the things we like to talk about here is that storage is I don't care how big your RV, you can always use more storage, or you can make better use of it. Am I right?
Yes, sir, Dave. You know, we can go out shopping for our RV kitchens and think it's just perfect for us, but when we move in and
Mm-hmm.
we start putting our things in there, we're going to find things that aren't quite like we thought they would be.
Mm-hmm.
So we're constantly on the outlook for, you know, things to make our life a little bit easier.
Well, and when you're shopping for an RV now, do you? One of the recommendations I've heard, of course, is have an idea, and like you're looking at going back into essentially a full timing situation. As you shop, are you taking the old tape measure along and measuring things and kind of thinking, okay, is the blender actually going to fit in here, and the whatever, the bread box or whatever that is you're going to be taking along, how are those things going to fit, or is that something that you get a nasty surprise afterwards?
Well, it's a good advice to be thinking in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I would go through my kitchen at home, our traditional housing,
Mm-hmm.
of the things that we feel like this is what we're going to take with us. And yes, as you go out and shop for your kitchen, we want a place for that KitchenAid mixer. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's what's going with me, and if that's important to you, yes, you need to find something that's going to be able to house that, you know, efficiently.
Yeah, you don't want to end up having to put it down into the basement compartment of your RV when you're not using it, and have to go
Oh,
after it
no.
there all the time. So, anyway, we've got a couple of items here to look at. First one is this IKEA knife tray, and not expensive, about 15 bucks. What do you have to tell us about this?
Well, this thing is a perfect fit for an RV drawer,
Mm-hmm.
kitchen drawer. What I liked about it is a lot of us aren't just carrying around these really small knives. We
Mm.
have some of these chopping knives that we
Sure.
like to cook with, and this is going to fit very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
This is made out of beech wood.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom is a pressed fiberboard, but it's a very nice piece that will last you always. But I thought that would be great, and then you know what? It's a great thing to be able to reach into a drawer and know that your hand is not going to rub against the blades.
Right. Yeah. This is so it's sort of does the same thing in some respects as those blocks that people put on a counter. Of course, those aren't too practical when you're going down the road. You'll find knives all over the place if you left it on your counter. But this thing is
Yes.
about it's only a couple inches high. So it's what weight is about 3 pounds, and but it does it does seem like it's a pretty nice fit for the average drawer. And
Yes.
uh, you've got what space for about looks like about 7 knives in there, and yeah, the safety factor, of course, is really important. The next item that you had to show us today, this isn't actually a container, but it has to do with containers. It comes from the Container Store, and this is the natural fiber shelf liner and drawer liner.
Yes.
Why?
And the reason I picked this,
Mm-hmm.
Dave, there are lots of different types of shelf lining material out there. These are cushioned.
Okay.
I hear pros and cons about this type of liner.
Mm-hmm.
However, for me and the RV, I believe they fit perfectly together. And let me tell you why. They are made out of a material to where when you put something on it,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to shuffle around. It's
Gotcha.
very hard for that to move or slide around. And also if you have something that's a little bit more fragile, some type of glassware or something, obviously it's cushioned for that too. But
Mm-hmm.
as an RVer, I feel like it's perfectly. It gives you good placement,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have to worry about that shifting around. That paper would actually have to fall completely out
Right.
in order for what's in there to come out as well.
Right. So it has that kind of that backing that it's like the anti-scoot stuff, kind of the mesh. Is that what
Hmm.
that's like? Yeah. So it doesn't move around, and it also then does it sort of grip the items that are sitting on top?
Yes, it does.
That's yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so and that's nice. Even from the standpoint of going down the road, if you have that in a drawer, things aren't rattling around so much, which can cause over time some damage, can't it?
Sure, sure. We have to be all aware of what we can do to minimize things moving around.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you have things that are going to be in a where they're going to be tumbling over, yeah, we have to take those sorts of things and do special preparations when we travel.
Right.
But this is going to work well for your mixing bowls, anything that just lays flat on there.
Right.
It gives you an extra grip. And because of the fact that there is no glue involved,
Yeah.
this is going to be something that you're going to be able to take out and clean easily. And I also read that the glue that's used on those other liners that do attach to our shelves,
Right.
those actually attract um, ants and things like that. So,
Wow.
uh, having no glues there is really better for you,
That's right.
for your RV.
Okay, good. Well, our third item here for this segment, I really like this, and this would be great in a home or an RV, but it's magnetic. How does that work? Magnetic magnetic spice rack.
Well, this piece is actually designed to go on something that's metal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we all know that our refrigerators in the RV are not metal.
Okay.
So that's not the place that we want to put this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. However, what I would do, because you've got the metal plate and then you've got the metal cups that stick to that, go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and take that metal plate and fasten it to a surface. For instance, on the inside of a cabinet door, go ahead and use some kind of adhesive or Velcro. Or if you want to take small screws, go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and fasten on that way. That'll work.
Okay, I see. And
The
then.
great thing about these little cups that are magnetic to that piece,
Mm-hmm.
they hold about 2.5 cups of whatever you decide that you want to put in there.
Right.
Okay. Um, Here obviously it's showing spices, and that's how I would use that, but
Mm-hmm.
they're also saying that it's great for your crafts, any kind of sewing notions. So don't just be thinking kitchen only. This may be a great product that you might want to use in your restroom area, to where you might want to put q-tips in, or cotton balls, or
Sure.
whatever the case may be.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This really works well. It looks like you can dispense without opening the top either. So it does it work like a shaker? Is that what it does?
Uh, I'm thinking that those lids actually pull off,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Because it has the clear top to where you can
Gotcha.
see the content inside, and you can do it sideways, obviously, if you want to do it on flat like this.
Okay.
But yeah, I believe you actually have to pull that lid off.
Okay. And then but then obviously you've got a place to put it. It's up there. It's magnetic. It's not going anywhere when you're rolling down the road either.
Correct.
Yeah. That's
I really
perfect.
love that.
That's great. Okay, well, we will have more stuff coming right up. We're going to be looking at a wonderful kitchen in a fifth wheel made by Redwood, and we will get to that next on RV Kitchen, so stay with us. Today's show is brought to you by Angie's List, where you'll find thousands of unbiased reports and reviews about service companies in your area. Whether you're looking for a roofer, plumber, house cleaner, dentist, or even a doctor, Angie's List members share their experiences with each other so that you can choose the service company that's right for your job. Companies can't pay to be on Angie's List, and the reviews come from people just like you who have had experience with the companies mentioned. To find out more, go to RVNN.TV and click on the Angie's List ad.